good, YouTube? What's happening? Chad back, Life Hack Media TV. Look, this video right here, man, is basically talking about pros and cons of having an EV. This is my first EV, man. I've had this vehicle 1 year ago today. 1 year ago today, I purchased my first EV. And this is it right here. It's an Ioniq 5 Hyundai. Really cool looking car. But I'm not a car reviewer guy or nothing like that. I just want to do this video, man, because maybe I can help somebody make an informed decision on what they want to do as far as getting an EV. Just talk about it real quick. What my experience has been like over the last year. Pros and cons. So let's get to it, man. Let's talk about the pros real quick. Pros to having an EV. The number one pro is the maintenance, bro. I've had this car for 12 months. 12 months. And I calculated it up this morning. I've spent $250 in 12 months. And that wasn't even maintenance. $230, $240 of that money was paying for my tag, my registration. So, which we'll get to that in a second as a con, but there was a fee for $240. And I took a 2-hour trip to South Georgia. I live in the Atlanta area, so I took a trip south, and it cost me about $10, $11. So we're talking $250 my cost over the last year. So basically, there's been no maintenance costs. So let me back up. There's been zero maintenance costs in 12 months. None at all. No oil changes, no, transmission fluid, none of that, because none of that's going on. You don't have to pay for none of that. So no maintenance, right? The second pro to having an EV is not having to stop and get gas. I cannot tell you how cool that is, how convenient it is not having to pull up into a gas station. I do have a home charger, and we'll talk about a little bit about that, but having a home charger, just driving it to work, coming home, plugging it in, wake up the next day, and you got a full charge. That's a great feeling. You don't have to worry about stopping at no gas station. All right. Another pro is cost. Now, initially, you're going to take a hit because EVs are more expensive to buy initially up front. But over the lifespan, like I said, the last 12 months, you got to think about it. I haven't spent not one thing on maintenance. Okay? So the overall cost of a EV is going to be a lot less expensive than having an ICE vehicle, internal combustion engine car. It's just the cost of it. For some people, another pro might be noise. There's zero noise in here, right? I mean, just a little bit of tire noise because the car is so quiet. Some people don't like that, some people not. I personally, I like it, but I also like the noise of a V8, but it's all good. I mean, I like the quietness. Another pro is the acceleration in these things, okay? The power in an EV is different than an ICE car. An ICE car takes a little time to get going. An EV is instant power. It's like having a power drill in your hand, like a drill. And as soon as you hit it, it's full throttle. That's how it is in an EV, right? Because it's based off a battery pack. So those are some of the major pros. All right, let's talk about the cons. All right, the upfront cost of buying an EV is more expensive right now. Now that's going to come down as technology gets better, as these things get more widespread, people buying them more and more. Costs going to come down, but the upfront cost, because you're riding, it's basically a computer on wheels, so you're paying for all the tech. Another con is this thing called range anxiety, which I haven't experienced. Basically what happens is, you know, the infrastructure for charging stations are not fully developed yet. So depending on where you live, how far you got to drive, and where you're trying to go, and what path you're trying to take, that could be a burden. You know, that could be some anxiety because it may not be some charging stations in between the route and your distance where you got to go. But these things are, like I said, they so computer based. You plug in where you want to go, you key in where you want to go. The computer, the car, the software is going to tell you where the charging stations are, how far you can go before you need to stop. So, but that is a condo. You know, like I said, you're not sure about the infrastructure of the charging stations. You're worried about running out of juice. So that's another one. I really don't have any other cons, man. Just talking to y'all, man, like keeping it 100, keeping it all the way real with you. If you have access to a charging station that you can have one put in your home or your condo or your apartment, or have one out where you live at in your apartment, and your commute to work, your daily commute is not far, this is the route to go. You're going to save a ton of money. When I say a ton of money, a ton of money. Oh, one other con is, like I talked about earlier, when you register your tag, you have to get, renew your tag every year. Like the government always got to get their paper. Because you're not having to pay for gas, they charge you this massive fee to get your new sticker for your car. So in my Ioniq 5, my EV, it cost me like $230 a year just to get that little sticker. You know, usually if you have a normal ICE car, it's like $30 or something like that, $25, depending on your state. But it's like $230, $240, something like that, just to renew your car. They got to get their money some kind of way because they're not getting no gas. You're not stopping to get gas. The government say, I still need some money. So that's the other con. But back to what I was talking about. If you don't have a far commute, if you're not a road warrior where you like to travel all over the place and take long road trips, bruh, it's a no-brainer to get an EV, straight up. But now, Tesla has a massive supercharging station network. Now you can go a long distance because now you can get adapters for non-Tesla cars. So you got access to the charging network all over the country. So it's not such a big deal. But if you're a road warrior though, still, I say to this day, if you're a road warrior, you like to take long road trips, you like to travel and drive in your car, it's probably still not the best move at this point, but it's getting better. It's getting way better. And as the time goes by, it's getting better and better. But I enjoy it, man. I enjoy it. You hear all these horror stories about cars breaking down. Listen to me, man. That's a small percentage of people. And the news is only going to report on those the media is just going to report on those small episodes of things happening. I've had this car for 12 months. I haven't had any problems, no issues at all. I love it. Like I said, it's efficient. I'm a tech guy by heart, by nature. So I like all the techie features in it. I mean, the cameras everywhere. It's a smooth, comfortable ride. Everything works. It's a good product, man. So I've enjoyed it. I highly recommend somebody that's looking to get an EV to go ahead and pull the trigger on that. Go ahead and get you one. It's a cool car to have, man. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, no issues at all. So if I'm you, I'll do it. I would go ahead and pull the trigger and get one. All right, that's gonna be it for this video, man. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload new content. And we'll see y'all in the next one. And go get your EV, man, if you want to get one. Stop listening to all the naysayers, man. Cool car to have.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse.